Hi everybody, my name is Alejandra Rojas. I'm Jaime Rojas' daughter, and today I have this video prepared for you so that all of you can learn the story of this place and the timeline of events that have occurred in the last few years. Okay, so in 2004, my father Jaime Rojas arrived in Pacasmayo when there was absolutely nothing, and he made this place a magical one. I remember he always said that his purpose in life was to make people happy and create championships, and that's exactly what he did. Little by little, over the past of the years, he achieved this, but unfortunately, there were actions that stood in his way. So you can have a better understanding, in 2004, when my father arrived in Pacasmayo, a company called El Faro was established. This company was formed and even had its own register of taxpayers, where my father served as the general manager. As you can see, all of the documents on the screen are valid from last year. It's really important for me to mention that when Jaime Rojas, my father, arrived here, there was absolutely nothing. He started a company named El Faro who purchased these plots of land, and that company was established. It's important to emphasize that from the very beginning, this business was a legitimate business. At no point was there an invasion. All the taxes were always paid according to the law. From the start, we proceeded to work formally. The company El Faro owns 9 plots of land, all of which are registered, totaling 9,200 square meters. Each of these plots has its registration certificate signed and authorized by the National Superintendency of Public Registries and the Municipality of Pacasmayo. Later, in 2012, the lands with registered titles were located in this area because the municipality never took action to regularize these lands. Following this, in 2015, the municipality issued us our construction permit and established the location of the plots, confirming that we were not occupying any state-owned land. So you can understand a little bit better. This is the shore where you come out when you do kite surf or windsurf. This right here is the ocean, and this is the south, and this is the north. And this is where the hotel is actually located. This document, which was signed by the municipality, indicated the approval of construction, meaning they accepted that construction could take place in the entire designated area. This document is a declaration of factory, which lists the pool, the kitchen, and the restaurant, confirming that the structures in those areas were properly built. Now, there is something that I would like to clarify. As shown on the map, the hotel's land is outside of the designated perimeter. In response, the municipality placed the remaining lands in the rest of our property, as you can see on the map. The municipality of Pacasmayo reclassified the area on the map no longer divided by plots, but as a single piece of land, totaling those 9,200 square meters. All these maps and documents are signed by the government and the municipality of Pacasmayo. To continue with this series of events so you can understand the whole story, later, around 2018, invasions began that could destroy our tourist resources and the waves. At that time, the municipality of Pacasmayo did absolutely nothing, and my father, Jaime Rojas, concerned about El Faro and the sea, sent petitions and letters to the Congress realizing that our tourist resource could be affected. I would like to quote something that my father said and mentioned in his petition. It puts the tourist resource of La Playa El Faro at risk. To protect the wave, the coastal area should also be protected. Later on, my father received a response from the Ministry of Tourism, knowing that there was a boardwalk project coming, and he invited officials to the 2018 Pacasmayo Classic event, as you can all remember. At that point, government officials realized the great tourist attraction Pacasmayo had, with its wind and the waves, and decided to extend the boardwalk project from the pier to El Faro. Let me clarify something for all of you to understand. Originally, the project was only planned to go from the pier to the club, covering only 400 meters. After watching the competition live and being amazed by what this place had to offer, the officials decided to extend the project to El Faro. By that time, the government sent a document to the municipality indicating that the boardwalk would reach just beyond the Hotel El Faro. As described in their 3D designs that we once saw, in this area we were to have the best nautical services and the greatest efforts would be dedicated to this area as the project aimed to exploit our tourist resources. Okay, so this part right here is important. To provide more information, the project leaders requested documents from everyone, as this boardwalk would extend to El Faro. My father provided all the documents certified by the municipality, and the municipality itself confirmed that everything was in order. A document was signed indicating that our property did not overlap with the boardwalk project. The real problem of this situation, and the reason the project could not reach El Faro, was the invasions at the back. These individuals did not have any documents or papers proving they were rightful owners of the land, whereas my father had all his papers in order. A map with the UTM coordinates was issued and certified, which was also verified by the municipality, showing that our property did not overlap with the boardwalk project. This project was meant to include the best nautical services, restrooms, a dock for the boats and the jet skis, rooms for navigation equipment, and many other things, which the municipality later rejected, stating that this area was not a nautical place. At this point, attacks towards my father began, labeling him as an invader and as someone obstructing Pacasmayo's economy, when it was completely false. Jaime Rojas made tourism in Pacasmayo grow incredibly. He provided job opportunities to many people, and most important, he managed to make Pacasmayo recognized as the capital of nautical sports. To continue with this series of events, in November 2024, the boardwalk project began, which took us by complete surprise. I remember we requested meetings with the mayor, but they were not accepted. Later, on January 7 of 2025, they came without prior notice and destroyed that front area of the hotel. They did this without warning, claiming the land belonged to the state and was urgently needed. Meanwhile, the real invaders in the back were never addressed. The municipality never took responsibility for regularizing those lands. Yet, they singled out my father as the only invader, destroying something that benefited all of Pacasmayo and was the only place promoting tourism and attracting nautical clients. As you can see, here's all the evidence that confirms that my father is not an invader. These lands are all owned by him, and all of these documents that confirm that are signed by the government and by the municipality of Pacasmayo. The boardwalk, which was supposed to be an amazing project, could have been extended to El Faro if all those lands at the back were regularized, and there could have been a super project for all the nautical clients visiting Pacasmayo. But instead, the municipality simply claimed that Jaime Rojas was preventing the project from developing. Nowadays, Pacasmayo is recognized not only nationally but also internationally as a national tourist resource. El Faro has made tourism in Pacasmayo grow in an incredible way, and it is known for its wave all around the world. So, I invite you to reflect, and based on this series of actions, we can realize that what has happened here is a complete injustice. Something that benefited all of Pacasmayo has been destroyed, and something my father fought so hard for. Unfortunately, we have already gone through this situation, but we already have the machinery working to resolve it as soon as possible. Little by little, we are rebuilding the new areas in the hotel so that it can be better than it ever was. The place where I grew up was destroyed, and I want to do something about it. Even though the damage is already done, the work here doesn't stop and will not stop. We will push through this and gradually rehabilitate all the areas that have been damaged so that we can offer you the best service ever. We want to thank you all so much for staying and listening to this series of events and let you know that we're incredibly thankful for all your support. I'm gonna stay by my father's side all this time so that we can make El Faro Adventure Resort better than it ever was.